I feel like spirit, yeah. So, but let's get back into it, because I literally can't rack my brain around this. There's something going on. It's almost like that place is like a portal of some kind, where I met that guy. And if I think about it, it was in the Gemini read. Wow. Oh my god, guys. The Gemini read was about someone breaking up with someone who was like being such an asshole. Remember that? And before I got Isaac, I went through definitely cord cutting. And it was like, yeah, when you have tears, like this new person coming in is gonna be like really sweet, and they're gonna like look in your eyes. That's like, oh my god, you guys, it's like Isaac. So now I'm wondering, I don't know, maybe, but then it's like well, I know I have a history with Isaac and Salem for sure. Oh, there's so many little things. I see a toothbrush here. Willow. That was the name of the street. I think it was called Willow. That street with the old man, and when we walked by, yeah, there were the wind chimes, and it was something about that, the cobblestone path, and I was taking a picture of Isaac, and then I started crying in the Uber on the way to Salem. And that story time we did, the Astro Chat, in it, when we got to Salem, I was with a Spanish dude. In the apothecary shop. It's interesting that it's coming through like that, because I gotta find that Astro Chat. That was insane. It was a full-blown like Akashic record. We opened up like an entire, like, how many of you were in that live? We were like laying down in like pitch black, and we were channeling that whole like, it felt very passive. And the squirrel who sacrificed because he felt bad, and then he is sitting in between the two on the bench. He wanted to connect them. Oh my god, I feel like there's such a message right now. Ooh. So that's like definitely wanting to come through. I'm just trying to understand exactly what it is. Oh, as I was I'm hearing the name Angela. For some, it's Angie, Angelina, Angelini's. Could be a name of a restaurant in Boston. Anyways, for those of you who are new to this channel or you just don't know, I have a really strong affinity to Boston. Like, when I was young, I'm seeing a big hawk here. When I was young, like, I don't know, 13, 12, 13 years old. Oh, I took a flight. I grew up in LA. I took a flight to Boston, Massachusetts. Arrived at night. You know how I'm really sensitive to energy, like even a place, like I could feel the energy. It was pitch black. Like, I arrived at like 2 a.m. I was in the car. They were driving us to Thompson Island for a leadership camp. And then I remember when I was in the cab, looking out the window and just seeing bits of the city for like 20 minutes. I decided in that moment, I'm going to go to school in Boston. Like, I really want to go to school in Boston. So I applied to like all these schools. Anyways, and I ended up going to school, in Boston, Massachusetts. So anyways, I love Boston. Anthony! Oh my god, was that the guy's name? We even had names for them. Cassandra, yo. Yeah, he had like a Spanish name. And we were saying it's really important that like you go there with this person to Salem, and we escaped DC. Remember that? Hold up. And that was the time where we were in New York during that really challenging transit, and I was like crying in the hotel room, and that was the night that Alex was born. It was Halloween Eve. And that was the night that Isaac and it was Halloween Day that we arrived, but we were traveling Halloween Eve to Boston. Yep. Oh my god, I have to see where that live is at, because I feel like everything is in that live. Isaac, the live is right here. I'm live in action. Hello, doll. Oh, hi Jade. Hi Boober. The squirrel, acorn. Oh man, it's convoluted. Oh, that could have been a Leo reading. Anyway, okay, let's just clear in the sacral. Oh, Cheryl, interesting. Oh, that's so funny that, okay, yeah, because I think you reminded me, you jogged when we were in the transit, that timeline, because we gave that guy a name. He was like Spanish, something about an apothecary shop and a treasure, and it reminds me of Isaac, like wanting so badly to go and visit the cemetery in Salem. Anyway, so now what's going on? Isaac and I were like two peas in a pod in Salem when we arrived. Remember, I took a selfie and then I posted it. We were like smiling in this little cafe. Yeah, Italian. Weird. And that guy, the Portuguese dude, we were sitting next to each other, and there was like a bush in between us, and his dog looked like a squirrel. Anyways, okay. So yeah, I don't know. There's something going on here. Feel free to comment if you have any like hypotheses. We were going from New York to Boston, And that was the first time that I ever been to Salem, was with Isaac that time. And that was the day that Alex was born. So, anyways. See something about a medallion. I mean, we're in Frankie's. Something is going on. I mean, we're in Zoom. Wow. I'm just seeing the parallels of that channeling to what ended up actually happening. Because that was identical to what Isaac and I were going through at that time. I don't know. Anyways. Something about Prague. But yeah, we had named that guy. I think it was like Angelo or something. And Angelo, something like Anthony. Something. Cassandra says, was there anything specific there that you recall that moved you? Yeah. Oh, like literally in Salem? Or in that reading, the live chat. Because I remember that live chat, like what was really significant was like they were healing something. Like when they went into that shop and then they were like, yeah, oh my god, I need to find that fucking reading. I feel it's just given so much away of like what this is about. Twin flame chords. Clear the energy. I mean, we're in a portal to Salem. So Salem was really significant. I noticed, first of all, that like, Isaac and I were just meandering around. I'll never forget how he was like dying to go into the cemetery. He was trying to make it through the gates. And you know how Isaac gets like that? Like he knows like where to go. He literally like takes me places. Like he finds me stuff I'm looking for. It's like really, he's very obviously very, very, very in touch. Very, very psychic. But yeah, and he was taking me straight to the cemetery when we were in Salem. I had to be like, no, Isaac. He was trying to make it through the bars. Something in my eye. He was like he knew that place or something. Anyways, what else stuck out to me there? We were meandering. We were walking around these little streets, and right before we got our Uber, this dude in some Italian restaurant was like talking to us, and then it got kind of creepy, and then we had to go. That was the clue. And my phone was about to die. And then we went back to like city center Boston, like center city center. Yeah, you got it. So, but significant was also, I didn't know that there was like a wharf, like a marina. Let's return to Center Cliff Throw Chakra, right around the perimeter of Salem. So Isaac and I were just going through the little town. I'm seeing a blue orb. And then all of a sudden, like, we're walking, and we arrive at the coast. And I'm like, what? Because it reminds me of DC. Like, there was a huge boat. Wait a second. Yo, this is too weird. Well, it's never too weird, but you know, remember all those past life reads where it was a Sagittarius reading where like someone was leaving on the boat and then they were like, no, don't leave. And then remember that the breakup that I had right before I met Isaac, it was, I said that it felt like I was drowning. It was like really a very hardcore cutting. Anyways, so that something, and yeah, oh my god, it's weird, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting it. I feel like I'm like my eyes are closed and I'm poking around in like some space here, like I'm just reading the book by not, just like touching the pages, but I'm not seeing the words, like, you know, it's kind of abstract. Wait, what do you mean your compass rose? Like verb rose or noun? No, I wasn't on a bike. We took the train. You mean from I never rode the bike even once in Boston. We took a bus. I remember I was with people. And we got into like an argument. There was a lot of family stuff going on at that time. That was the time that we were saying it was like really, it was really challenging. And I needed space. So Isaac and we had our own like moment, and we took the bus from New York to Boston. It was the feeling of like we just wanted to be alone. Like that was the feeling. So Isaac and we were alone. It was, in Boston. But we had some people like following us from New York, which reminds me of that Astro Chat in the Apothecary. So anyways, then when we arrived, we took a train. We took the metro from Boston to Salem. I was charging my phone in the CVS. Charging my phone now. You're okay. That makes me think of Hocus Pocus, like where they have the product placement. It's just like so blatant. The most recent Hocus Pocus. I really like the original, like the number 1 or whatever, the first. Anyways, okay. But anyways, obviously Hocus Pocus filmed there. What else? I mean, Isaac and I were in love there. It was just so fun. Like, it felt like paradise. Until that creepy thing went down at the Italian restaurant. But yeah, we were just walking around. The Uber. We took. Oh. Oh, you're right. Wait. We took the Uber from Willow Street, that cobble hill, to Salem. He dropped us off. We didn't take the train. My parents took the train. They met us there. Isaac and I, we took the Uber. We got dropped off at the train stop. We didn't take the train, though. And then we walked from the train stop to center of the city of Salem. That's what happened. Isaac and I were having like a very like special moment there. Kind of wanted it to be like us, you know. It ended up being, we didn't actually meet up with anyone. We had our own, so what else? I'm seeing a flame here. Violet. The one I'm talking about right now, this was like, we filmed this like 2 years ago, I think it was. And I many times wanted to visit Salem, but I kept feeling like I need to hold it off. Anywho. Jay just woke up. He just raised his head like... seeing something with the Amalfi Coast. So yeah, guys, we'll take a break. We'll come back. I don't know. Very interesting. We'll do some meditation. This is definitely a past life energy.